So I was at work the other day thinking about what I want to accomplish with my YouTube channel and music once 2023 comes along. As far as YouTube goes, it dates back to around 2010. I was about 2 years deep into playing guitar, but it wasn't until 2015 when I graduated college that the thought of YouTube really came up a bit more frequently in the back of my head. Kind of talked myself out of it. The biggest reason was that I was always too busy. From 2015 up until 2021, I was working 6 days a week. I was at my main job for years. So I've always been a little bit burnt out. But I've always made sure to play guitar on a regular basis. The longest period I've went without playing guitar or an instrument was 3, 4 days max. Music was always something that was really big with me for the past 14 years, 15 years now, and I've never wanted to really take a break from it. I knew it was something that I enjoyed doing, loved to do. In 2019, I was on Reddit, joined a few different Discord servers, met a few different collaborators to work on a few different projects, and like a lot of online collaborations, I'm sure most of you watching this can relate. They tend to fizzle out, whether it's scheduling conflicts or people just start ghosting you halfway through a project. So none of what you worked on actually comes to fruition. The sole exception was one of my friends, Claire Arena, who is a Canadian singer-songwriter. We started collaborating with each other. We worked on a few songs. Finally released our EP in February 2022. You can find that EP, Remote Access, as well as my solo EP, JoJo's Horror Show, both of which are on my Spotify page. Shameless self-plug here, but I'll be sure to show my Spotify artist page, and you can also find it anywhere else you listen to music. Once 2020 came along, and we all know what happened to the world in 2020, I was about a year in of being dead set on creating content, really set in and write a lot of music. And I ended up creating my first solo EP, JoJo's Horror Show, like I mentioned. And I started the ball rolling from there, creating content for YouTube, trying to be somewhat regular on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram. In the past 3 years, I made a decent progress with music. I gigged out with a few bands, did some duo work. I played guitar in a theater show. I started really making a pursuit to do music regularly, and now working a job that allows me to have more free time and a consistent work schedule. I believe that 2023 will definitely be a very productive year for me to create music and do YouTube on the side, which is something I've always wanted to do as like a side hobby project, and to really build upon the past 3 years of making music a more consistent thing in my life as a gigging musician and content creator on YouTube. I definitely took some inspiration from Rhett Scholl's latest video. I'm sure most of you watching this know who Rhett Scholl is. He's a fellow YouTuber, musician, wonderful content creator, and a lot of insight as a professional musician. And in his latest video, he said something along the lines of, really listening to your gut and going for it. In the back of his head, he's telling himself, yeah, this is the right move. Even though he's a little bit unsure of what's to come, he knows that what he's doing to build himself up as a musician is his gut telling him what's best for him. And following that advice of trusting your gut, and decided to really follow suit and hold myself accountable and create content for YouTube a bit more. Some ideas I have off the top of my head are some mix breakdowns just to showcase the development of my writing style, my production style, and pretty much how I arrange songs, get songs written, produced, and released. A few other things I want to do on my channel are behind the scenes of creating music, practicing with my band, gigging out. And I had figured I'd make this quick little video for the beginning of 2023, and to remind myself that whether it takes 1 year, 10 years to get 100 subscribers, or even 100 people to watch one video of mine, as long as I'm creating music and I set my mind to it, and pretty much as a way to remind myself and remind other people that it doesn't matter how big you get, how successful you are, as long as you're doing stuff that you enjoy, that's all that really matters. So, and if you want to join me on my journey of creating music and making nonsense YouTube videos like this, don't be afraid to like, subscribe, comment, and whatever else the social media people say at the end of their videos. But if you like it, I hope you enjoy. Have a good one, guys, and have a wonderful 2023.
Take my hand and dance with me. to a broken melody. You have one chance, take it from me. As the drums play out